everyone. This week we've been learning about sorting and graphing. Today I'm going to show you how we can go into graphing after we've sorted. So we're going to go ahead and use those tops that I've collected from Max's food pouches. And we've already sorted them by color because that is what was making them different. We've sorted them into a group of red, green, and orange. And we've shared that 9 was the most, so the orange had the most, and that the red had the least because it had 5. So now we're going to go into sorting that into a graph. And a graph is an easy way to look at our numbers when they're lined up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and look down and see that we have our group of tops sorted. And I shared with you that you can sort them on an open space, or you can sort them using containers. Okay, so now that we've sorted, we need to graph this information. And one way you can graph it is by lining it up. When we line up our tops, we need to make sure that they're starting on the same spots. So if I line this red group here, I need to make sure that when I line up my orange ones that I'm starting on the same spot as my red. Okay, I cannot start right up here because then it would not be correct. We're showing that they're not lined up. So we make sure that they're always on the same line, that they're all next to each other on the same spaces. Now we already can see, do you see how graphing is easy? Because now just by looking at it, you can tell me which one has less and which one has more. Isn't that neat what a graph can do? Now we need to put our green. So now you know why a graph is important. So after we've sorted, we are now graphing our information. And just looking at these tops, we can see that the orange has the most. Now if we look at only the red and the green, red and green, which one has more? The green. We can see that because the green one is all the way up here, and if we look right over here, do we have a red one? No, we do not. So the green has the most and the red has the least. Now we look at the orange and red. Which one has the least? You're right, the red has the least because the orange is still continuing all the way to the top and the red has stopped right here. So the red is the least. Now when we graph, this is one easy way to put it down. But we can also do that on paper. And so I'm going to show you with my board how that looks on paper. So on a paper, okay, it's blank, you can create some lines. First, draw a square. So I'm going to draw a square, or maybe more so a rectangle. A rectangle would probably be better. And I can then put my names at the bottom. So we sorted by color, so I could do red, orange, and then I can do green. And I know I'm kind of doing it a weird way, but the reason why I wrote it down this way, because if I wrote the word this way, they all wouldn't fit. Okay, and then because I don't have the tops to put here, I can show my picture with just some dots. Okay, so I'm going to get 3 different color markers. Can you guess what color markers I'm going to get? Red, green, and orange. You're so good. Okay, so we had 5 red. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I had 9 orange. So remember, I have to start the same line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you see how they both touch each other, or they're in line with each other? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whew, they fit. And then I had 6 green. So again, making sure I line them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you already tell which one has the most? Which one has the least? And when I'm done, you know how Miss Lane likes to label. So I'm going to tell you how many of each. So sometimes it's easier to also write the number to let us know how many is in each group. So this one had 5, so hat, neck, and a big old belly. This one had 9, a circle, around and down. And this one had 6, top, curve, and in some more. So now I can also look at my numbers to share which one has the most and which one has the least. And I can also name this graph. How did we sort them? By color. So I can label my graph as a color graph. Is that neat, my friends? Now you can go ahead and have some graphing fun of your own. Maybe asking your parents what favorite fruit they like, or their favorite color, or what is their favorite insect? And you can make a graph of favorite insects, or you can go outside on a nature walk and collect your information by collecting some flowers or maybe some ladybugs and making a graph of how many ladybugs do you have? How many flowers do you have? And you can create a graph just with that information that you've collected on your nature walk. I hope you have fun sorting and graphing this week. We'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.